Alright, so in today's video, we're going to be trying something new. I'm going to be analyzing and give you guys all the information I know so far about these figures that were announced, I believe 2 days ago. Alright, so first off, here we have is a new 52 Superman. Now, the only way you'll be able to get this guy is if you find it in store, or if you buy the case of 6 figures at Entertainment Earth. When it comes to the body mode, I'm getting more vibes of Rebirth Superman that we already got from Mcfarlane. But this could be a whole different body mode. But some people keep telling me that it's the Page Puncher Superman, but just because of the cape, I don't really think so. That Superman is very skinny. This one seems to be more buff than that one. So yeah, I'm getting a lot of vibes of Rebirth Superman here. And I'll keep repeating myself with this comment right here that these are renders. So I can't really tell you if the capes are wired or not. McFarlane might have just gotten the renders of previous capes and just slapped them into these figures. Next up here we have is Mr. Miracle. Now this one I do have information on him. I got told that this guy will be most likely a bunch of reuse from Red Tornado, which I can already see. They even used the render of his cape in here. It's literally the same cape that Red Tornado has. This one, in my opinion, I believe makes sense that they're reusing that body for Mr. Miracle. I know some of you guys are disappointed on that, but for me, in my opinion, I think it is a great idea for them to be reusing that body mode. Not saying that it's my favorite body mode, but it kind of it doesn't look that bad. I think it can work. When it comes to reuses, McFarlane sometimes absolutely nails it. Sometimes it's like, what are you doing, McFarlane? Why are you reusing this? But in this case, I believe it is justified. I think it can work. And about the cape, like I said, I don't know. These are just renders. McFarlane might end up using wire cape, or he might just end up using the plastic cape that Red Tornado comes with. Alright, next up we have is Sandman. Now with this guy, I can't really tell you what body mode he might be getting. If you guys know, please let me know down in the comments. But from what I'm seeing, I can't really tell you guys. But it does look familiar, so I'm pretty sure it's a reuse of something. And if you wonder what comic book he's from the Wesley Dodds, the Sandman comic book. Alright, next up here we have, it is Azrael Night Quest. I believe this is our third time getting this figure. This time around he is gold, red, and black, it seems. With this one, obviously I don't really have to tell you of what body mode he's using. It's a no-brainer. Next up here we have, it is Cyber Superman. And from what I'm seeing, and some people have told me that this is a reuse of the Cyber Superman. The previous one, Neo 52, that's not correct. This one seems to be pretty new. Looks like they're gonna do new modes for this one. They're reusing the mode of Infected Superman, and they're gonna add the Cyber Superman parts in there, which again, great reuse, and I'm happy that they're adding new mode to it to make it look more unique to the one we already got, the new 52 Superman. So yeah, I'm really happy with this one. I think this one will be tremendous. I think this one will be a great Cyber Superman classic, because the other one is in 52. People were mad about that one, but now we're finally getting the classic looking Cyber Superman. Alright, next up here we have our collector's editions, which are just repaints of previous figures, except for Hawkgirl. I don't know what body mode she's using, except the wings. I know that the wings come from the Batman Who Laughs, which I believe was a build-up figure. That one I do know that they're reusing those wings for her. And the legs, they might be from Wonder Woman from what I'm seeing, based on the boots she's wearing. And if you wonder what this Hawker is based off, she's based off of Justice League of America. And yeah, overall we have already seen images of her in packaging. I am still a bit confused on why her mace is blue. If for some reason some of you guys know why her mace is blue, please let me know down in the comments. But yeah, there will also be a platinum edition of her. At the moment we don't know what it is. So again, you guys can let me know down in the comments what you think will be the platinum for her. And talking about platinums, next up here we have, it is Guy Gardner. This is gonna be a red platinum, meaning that it's supposed to be a quote-unquote a different character. Some people say that this guy looks weird because he doesn't have blood on his mouth, which I don't know nothing about that. I have not read anything about Guy Gardner. But as you saw in my previous image, in that one he didn't have any blood on his mouth. So maybe since these are collector's editions, Some of his face plates will probably come with blood in his mouth, just to satisfy that part of the audience. But it's not a big deal. I think people could just add the blood on his face, but who knows? Mcfarlane might add it or maybe not. Overall, I think they did a great job reusing what they already have. I know some people thought they could have given him a different jacket or something like that, but honestly, I didn't expect Mcfarlane to do any of that. I was sure that they were going to reuse the jacket they already gave him. So overall, I also like this reuse. You guys can let me know down in the comments how do you guys feel about this Guy Gardner. And once again, this guy's a red platinum, so you have gonna have to find it either in store or buy the case of 6 on Entertainment Earth. Next up we have this Mr. Terrific. Now this one's just straight up a repaint or reuse. Everything's gonna be the same, but this time around it's a red platinum edition, and it's supposed to be based off of the cartoon Justice League Action, I believe. So yeah, literally everything that you have already seen previously. I think we also have images of in package of this guy. So yeah, pretty much everything we already have seen from him is gonna be just repaint or repackage. Once again, just trying to resemble the colors of the cartoon from Justice League of America. Justice League Action. Alright, next up we have Superman from Superman: The Strange Lives of Superman. This is more of a silly, goofy figure that you could get. As you can see, he comes with a lion head, and with a big headed Superman, and also a normal Superman in case you wanted just a normal Superman. Now these ones are going to be most likely head sculpts just based on what I'm seeing here, because all of them have different shapes, so I'm pretty sure they're not going to be faceplates. And as you can see on the comic book, there was more faces that they could have put in here, so that wouldn't be great if they would have done that, like adding more head sculpts, but it looks like they only added 2 in here. I at least would have liked to have the masked Superman and probably the ancient Superman with the long beard he has in there. But overall, this figure looks just like a fun figure to have in your collection, like a goofy one in there. The body mold seems to be the more simple version, I believe. I can't really tell with this one, but I believe it's the one like they have already been using for I believe the recent Superman from the cartoon, the Fleischer. I believe is that body mode, but if I'm wrong, you guys can let me know that in the comments. Alright, next up here we have is the next wave are collector's editions. Here we have is Stark Archer. Don't really know much about this guy, and based on the renders, it looks like the accessories gonna come with are more arrows or little pouches of arrows. Because obviously in the image you can see that in the back he has arrows, and in the render he does not. So I'm guessing that they're gonna add more arrows in there in the packaging. The only Dark Arrow I have known him from is the CW show, which honestly it doesn't look anything like the comic book. I expected something more like the CW version, but no, it looks like this is his original costume, and it looks like Mcfarlane added more detail to this guy. So hopefully that's the final product. And honestly, I can't really tell you what body mode that is. So yeah, that one we have to you guys will have to let me know down in the comments. Next up here we have is Dark Stars, which thanks to you guys told me that this guy is like a villain of the Green Lantern. This guy looks more rendered than any other figures that I've been showing, and by more render, like I don't see any articulation just around the arms. The rest, it's pretty obvious where the articulation is, but just based on the render, I can't really tell you what body mode he's using. And from what I'm seeing here in the comics, there's like a different types of characters, so they might implement some faceplates in here, since this one it is indeed a collector's edition. And it's like an army also in the comics, so you can army build this guy, so that's pretty cool. They might even do the Green Lantern, where they implement some other different head sculpts with Platinum, since this character seems to be like different persons in each suit, so they might do that. Next up here we have is Bronze Age Beast Boy, and with this one it's just your typical Beast Boy. I think this is the one that people know him the most, with his purple and black suit. With this one, I can't really tell you what he's gonna come with. Since this is a collector's edition, I expect it to come with more accessories and all that. So probably extra hands, probably different face plates, and I think that's pretty much it. I don't really think my partner will probably add more than that. And when it comes to his body mode of Beast Boy, I can easily tell that this is the body mode of Superboy Connor, which honestly, it's fine. It doesn't look that bad on Beast Boy. Next up here we have is Kite Man. Now with this one, I expect his kite to be cloth, or if not, that shiny cloth that they've been putting in some figures. One of those two, although I do prefer the cloth one over the shiny one. And just like with Beast Boy, I don't really expect that much of accessories. I think they would just come with some different face plates, some different set of hands, and that's pretty much it. Anything else, I think it will be just a bonus. Next up here we have is Mirror Master. Now this one I can't really tell you what it's based off. It could be based off of the cartoon. It could be based off of the comic book. I think whichever or it could fit. Because remember last time we got a Platinum edition of Captain Cold. That was based on the superpowers cartoon. So I'm guessing this one could also fit in there if you want to. And that might be the reason why he's a red platinum, but don't quote me on that. Next up here we have for collector's edition, it is Metron. This character I really don't know much about. I think he's part like of the new gods. You guys can let me know down in the comments if I'm wrong on that, but I think I have seen him in the new god stuff. So this will be pretty good for people that are well, as you know, Mcfarlane is actually doing a little bit of new gods in there. He already gave us some characters in there, which you can put him next to Darkseid, which we got like 3 Darkseids already. And as you can see in the back, he comes with a chair, and I'm pretty sure that chair will be hollow. I don't really expect for it to be like fully plastic. Mcfarlane has usually given us chairs that are hollow, which I mean it bothers some people, but in my opinion it doesn't really bother me. I just want to see the front of it, and that's pretty much it. I don't want to see the back. Next up and finally here we have, it is Classic Deathstroke. In my opinion, I think this one's going to be one of the popular ones next to Beast Boy, just because it is a classic Deathstroke, and I believe we have not gotten a lot of Deathstrokes, except we did get the paint punchers, but it's like 4 or 5 Deathstrokes we have gotten already. So yeah, that's not a lot of Deathstroke, and this one seems to be the one that people will probably want for their collection because it is classic. And it kind of reminds me of that DC versus Mortal Kombat Deathstroke, which is kind of cool. So yeah, this one is pretty much gonna be a popular one, I believe. And all of these are gonna come with platinums, because collector editions always come with a platinum next to it. So let me know down in the comments, who do you guys think will be the platinums for these figures. Next up here we have, it is the one that people will be going crazy about, and it is Batman Returns Theatrical Deluxe Edition. And by Theatrical Deluxe, I believe they're going to go for a more like a collector's edition, by giving it more accessories and all that, giving it more like a special treatment. And first off here we have, it is Batman from obviously Batman Returns, and it looks like they're gonna be using the body mold that they gave us, that they teased us with just in the Flash movie. So this figure, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be using that body mode for this Batman Returns figure, which I don't have a problem with it. They'll probably make it a little bit more bulky, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna add more stuff in there on the suit to make it look more like Michael Keaton's suit. When it comes to the head sculpt, they might just reuse the head sculpt that they have already given us for quite a while from Batman 89. But I just think that the Batman they gave us, Batman 89 they gave us for the Flash, from the Flash movie, I think that's the best Michael Keaton head sculpt they have given us yet. Not perfect, but I think that one is a little bit more better than what they have given us from Batman 89. This is just my opinion. You guys can let me know down in the comments if you think they will make a better head sculpt for this one, or they will just reuse the head sculpt from the Batman 89. Next up here we have, it is the Penguin, and just based on the renders, which is not the final product, it looks like Mcfarlane might have gotten the license for all of these characters. So the Penguin might look really good, and when I saw it I was like, it's missing something. and then I found out, yeah, it's missing his coat, which it might be like leather. They might give him an actual jacket, just like Mateo did with Penguin. So they might just give him a leather there. That's why it's probably not in the render, or I could be wrong, and that will be the platinum version of this Penguin, which will be kind of scummy. But I could already see Mcfarlane doing that, giving us a leather jacket as a platinum. So hopefully not. Fingers crossed that they actually include the leather jacket on this Penguin. Next up here we have is Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman, which some people are complaining. Well, not really complaining. They're just like pointing it out that uh, Catwoman's face should be white. And what what I mean by that is paint white on her face. Which, yeah, I get it. In some promo images they show her face white, but I think in the movie and even in some merchandise, her face is just her normal color tone. But I mean, that could be the platinum at this point. I'm just pointing out stuff that could be platinum for this wave, because something is gonna be platinum for this wave. But at the moment, I don't really know. It could be an unmasked version of Batman. It could be the coat of Penguin being platinum, or Catwoman unmasked. I don't know at this point. I'm just guessing here, but I'm just pointing that out, that Catwoman's face has a normal color tone. So um yeah, I don't really see the why people are complaining. Like I said, then it's not really a complaint, but like they're just pointing it out that it should be white. But in my opinion, I don't think it should be. Now, when it comes to the body mode, I really hope that they're not gonna be using the Catwoman body mode, the Catwoman that we got from Nightfall. Hopefully, it is something a little bit more new. I mean, they could still reuse some parts of that, but I don't really think they should reuse the whole thing. I think they should add some new stuff in there. So, because that Catwoman Nightfall is not the best, but it's not the worst either. But I think they could do better, especially for live action figures. And finally, but not least, here we have is Max Shrek, which also with the head sculpt looks fantastic. It does look like the actor, but like once again, these are renders, so it might look better or a little bit more worse once we get the figure. But hopefully, it does look like the render that we have here. So yeah, I don't really know what accessory he can come with, since this is a deluxe, so it should come with some accessories in here. So yeah, I really don't know what accessories it's gonna come with. So you guys can let me know down in the comments your guesses. Then lastly but not least, we also have the penguins in here, which I'm guess they're gonna be separate. I think they said that they're not gonna be build figures; they're gonna be separate. So you'll be able to collect them and make an army of penguins, which that's awesome. That's great that they're doing that, and that apparently they're the first to do the cyborg versions of these penguins. So that's also great. Next up here we have is Page Punchers, and here we have is Mr. Bones, based on his comic book Infinity Inc. #1, which I don't really know much about this guy. All I know is that apparently Todd McFarlane made this character, or was involved on making this character. Don't really know. I'm not really sure. And he's also part like of a group, which I think Jada, which I'll talk in a bit in this video, was also part of that group. So yeah, this one I can kind of tell you that is gonna be reusing parts of Red Tornado, and I'm just going based off the cape, honestly, because the cape is exactly the same as Red Tornado. So that might be the case in here, or it could just be something new, or they might be reusing that body, but they might just tweak it a little bit to make it look a little bit better. Next up here we have is Superboy, which is based off the comic book Return of Superman. This one they're going for a more well, I want to say classic, but I think the one we got with the jacket, it's more classic, I believe. The only thing it was missing, I believe, was the sunglasses. That would be cool if they given us something like that. And just based on what I'm seeing, it might just be a reuse of that Superboy we got, except obviously this one doesn't come with a jacket, so it's gonna have apparently new arms and obviously new head sculpt, which I kind of do like this head sculpt more than the Superboy that we got with the jacket. So yeah, overall I think this one is an upgrade to what we got, except I would like for them to given us a jacket, or who knows, they might include a jacket in there since it is a page puncher. Next up here we have is Wonder Woman, based on her comic books of Sensation Comics. And once again, I'm hearing people complain that this is not the woman they were asking for. But honestly, I think this is great. This one could go really nice with the first appearance of Superman and Batman. So with this Wonder Woman here, that completes that trinity right there. So I really love that they included this version of Wonder Woman here. And the body mode they're most likely using is either the Superwoman or Wonder Woman body mode. I think those two are the same. They just added the armor for Wonder Woman and some other stuff in there. So yeah, it's pretty much I believe it's gonna be the same body mode as those two. So you can expect the same size. And just for a sneak peek, in case you were wondering, we are also gonna be getting Steve Trevor from Sensation Comics. Next up here we have is the digital wave. We're gonna start with Batman. This Batman is based off the No Man's Land. And this one, for me, in my opinion, I think this one is a more classic looking Batman. It's all black and it has the yellow symbol and his yellow belt, which looks very classic. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a popular one for people also. This Batman kind of reminds me of the Batman we got from the JLA wave, the Build-A-Figure where you build Plastic Man. But I think this one does look a lot better than that version. And I just want to give a quick shout out to my friend Bagels. He was the one asking some people in Mcfarlane for this version of Batman. So who knows? I think my friend was the one that was able to make this possible. So quick shout out to him. Body mode wise with this one, I can't really tell. It might be new. It might be some reuse of another Batman. I honestly can't really tell. I don't think it's from the Batman Nightfall. I don't think so. But if I'm wrong, or if you know, please let me know. But overall, like I said, with this Batman, it looks like it's gonna be one of my favorites. Next up here we have is Batgirl, aka Stephanie Brown. So yeah, we're finally be getting this version of Batgirl. And one thing I do have here of information on her is that yes, they're gonna reuse body parts of the other Batgirl we got, which I believe was Cassandra Cain, I believe. I think I'm missing the names with the other with Batwoman. Hopefully I'm correct. If not, I'll just correct myself here. I'll put the name of the Batgirl that we already got, which was a Target exclusive. So yeah, we have images, exclusive images. Well, not really exclusive. These are from Alex Chen on his Instagram. But I'm just here to remind you guys and confirm to you guys what they're gonna be using for this, with this version of Batgirl. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys can tell the similarities here. The belt seems to be the same. All they did was just paint it purple. And I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of repaint for this figure. Not a lot of new stuff, but I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some molding in there, some new molding. So yeah, that's pretty much it for her. Next up here we have is Monarch, which his first appearance is on Armageddon 2001, and apparently they're going based off that version of him, his first appearance. In some images he looks like a normal size, and in some of the images he looks like he's like the freaking anti-monitor. So you guys let me know down in the comments which one you would prefer. I think my funny way just with a normal size, but I think he would have looked a lot better if he was a mega figure. And body mode wise, I think this is the first one that I think is brand new. I can't really tell if it's reusing parts of other figures because this one looks a lot more rendered than any other ones we have seen. Lastly but not least, for the digital wave, here we have is Bronze Age Nightwing, which funny enough we already got him for Batman 66 line, and also we're gonna be getting him for the Superpowers line. And for the body mode, and just based on the color that I'm seeing, this body is from the Deadman. That's what I think that was a Target exclusive. So yeah, that body mode I'm pretty sure is gonna be being used on this figure. I'm 100% sure because of that color, like I said, around his neck. Pretty sure that's gonna be that body mode that they're gonna be using for this guy. Alright, so we're almost at the end. We already have figures that have already been made but not yet out for pre-order. Although the Batman 1 million, it is already out for pre-order. So if it's available, I'll probably leave a link down in the description or in the pinned comment. So let's just get the 1 million Batman out of the way. This guy's already out for pre-order. He looks fantastic. Can't wait to get him. There's already some reviews about him also. So in case you want to know more about this figure, make sure to check out the reviews. Next up here we have is Green Lantern Jade, which it is a red platinum, meaning you have to either find her at the store, or you will have to be lucky to get her in online, or you can also order the case of 6 at Entertainment Earth to guarantee a platinum. We have already gotten some images of this character in packaging already, so we know what she's gonna come with. I believe she comes with 2 set of hands and 2 fire effects, which I believe is from Raven. I'm pretty sure it's from Raven, from that bit of Free Wave. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's from Raven, those fire effects. And I'm not a big fan of that. I think it would look better if they actually glued it. If they actually glued it to an actual hand, I think that would look a lot better. Or molded a hand that has that same transparent fire effect. I think that would be so much cool. But putting the fire effects into a peg, I think it looks ugly. I don't really like it. But other than that, it looks alright. I think the only reason I'll get her just to complete my Green Lantern collection here. Next up here we have is Classic Bizarro, and from what I'm seeing, I could really tell really easily they're using the body mode of the Superman 1000, which is not a bad body mode, but articulation wise it's not great. It looks fantastic. I really love the body mode, but the articulation, it's lacking in there. But honestly, it looks really good on this Classic Bizarro. I'm really loving what I'm seeing, and they actually did give us a wire cape, which I'm pretty sure is from the Superman 1000. It was gold labeled. It had a wire cape and was a Walmart exclusive. So I'm pretty sure everything for this Bizarro is just that body mode from the Walmart exclusive one. So yeah, what really sells me here is that bright red with bright blue. Looks really good. I really love it, and I really love the sculpting on this Bizarro. Amazing. This one looks so much better than the first one they gave us, even though the first one they gave us was not that bad, but this one is a huge improvement. So I'm definitely gonna pick this guy up. Next up here we have is Cowboy Batman from Batman/Superman comic book. This one looks really great. I heard people that the material they use for his jacket is material that will break over the time. So I don't know, I might buy another one just to keep it packaged and hope that material doesn't break down. But I mean, overall this one looks great. I think this figure will look so much better if he comes included with the horse. Hopefully he does. I doubt it, because this is just normal DC Multiverse. So I guess you have to buy an extra horse to have this Batman in there. And I think that will make the figure so much better. And hopefully they also include Superman later on before the DC license ends for them. I mean, it's literally in their name, the comic book name, Batman/Superman. So come on, Mcfarlane, you have to add Superman in there also to complete those two as cowboys. Next up we have is Eradicator from the comic book Return of Superman. Now this one is just a plain reuse. They did not even give us a wire cape. That's the same cape that we already got from that Eradicated Superman, which I believe was a Target exclusive, or it could have been a Walmart exclusive, one of those two. So yeah, they just basically given us the same Eradicator this time around. They just painted it the correct colors. Like it has the flesh tone. The other one was just all black. So yeah, this one, I don't know why they took this long. They should have given us this version of Eradicator a long time ago. So yeah, overall the only difference is the face that is painted flesh tone. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Next up we have is Hal Jordan armor suit from Return of Superman. So a lot of Return Superman here for people that really love that comic book. So yeah, here we have his Hal Jordan armor suit, which I thought was gonna be a mega figure, just based on the images I was seeing of this guy. I thought he was gonna be a bigger dude. So yeah, overall the body mold that I'm seeing here, I think we also have images of him in packaging. So yeah, from what I've seen and from what I've been hearing or what people are telling me, is that it's just a straight up repaint of the figure steel, and even the hammer that is included there is from steel. Now there is some story to it that apparently Green Lantern does use it. I'm not really sure. I haven't read the comic. If you have, let me know down in the comments. I would really like to know if this is accurate or not, because everything that this Green Lantern figure has is just basically stuff from steel. So if it's accurate, then I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be happy with it. If not, then this is just McFarlane being McFarlane. So yeah. Next up here we have is Batman Justice Lord, which this one has already been out for pre-order, I believe. I'm not really sure, but there's already a promo image of this guy, so I'm pretty sure it's already out for pre-order. But there's also already reviews about him, which people have bought him from overseas in case you don't want to wait anymore. And I'm pretty sure that Batman Justice Lord is just a reuse and a little bit of modification there of the Batman Earth 2. So, I mean, this one has mixed reviews from what I'm seeing, but he does come with a wire cape, which is awesome. Next up here we have, it is Our Man, and Our Man is just a straight up reuse of the Spectre, which you can obviously tell by the cape. The cape is not wired, it is just straight up plastic, and it's the same mold that they use for the Spectre. So, not a really big fan of Our Man. I wish it would have given us a wire cape, but if you ignore the cape, I think the Our Man figure looks great. It's just that cape that kind of bothers me because it's straight up the same mode of the Spectre, and it's a final product because it's a figure. It's not rendered, and we have already seen images of him also. Next up we have is Green Arrow Connor Hawk, which also there's reviews about him already. People have been buying stuff overseas and making reviews out of it. So yeah, we have already seen images in package, and I think there's already reviews about him. I don't think he's up for pre-order yet. Next up we have is Commissioner Gordon from Batman Year 1. Now this one, they don't really try to hide what body mold they're using. They're obviously using the one from Constantine, which was a page puncher. And yeah, they just straight up didn't modify anything, just different paint obviously. He still has the rip that Constantine has on his pants or his knee. Interesting enough, Captain Commissioner Gordon is gonna be a Walmart exclusive. I think they said it in one of their live streams and Mcfarlane Toys YouTube channel. That's a weird choice of them making that, since like I said, this is just straight up reuse of Constantine. I think it would have been much better on their sales, in my opinion, that they didn't do that and they just released it as a normal release. And talking about Walmart exclusives, another one is gonna be Walmart exclusive. It is gonna be Batman Year 1. So yeah, a little bit disappointing on these two figures that they're gonna be Walmart exclusives, but that's just McFarlane being McFarlane. And now here we have is the Batman animated series, which are gonna be Target exclusives. It's gonna for summer 2025. First off, here we have is Batman Classic, which thanks to you guys told me that it is supposed to be based off the Kenner Blue Batman. So this is an homage to Kenner Blue Batman. Here we also have is the Great Ghost, which apparently some of you were happy that they're making this because apparently he's going up for a lot of money on eBay.
Cause I have $30,000 in credit card debt.
I'm not into the Batman animated series. Well, I wasn't until my friend did it again, because I also did notice that these figures were going up in price on eBay. So that just turned me off, and I just didn't want to do anything with those figures. Next up we have is Ra's al Ghul, which looks fantastic. Hopefully, well, I'm pretty sure the cape's gonna give him very limited articulation. But here we also have is Killer Croc, which I'm not a big fan of that articulation in the middle. But hey, they also give that kind of articulation to Batman. But overall, very solid Killer Croc. I think we already got the other one from season 2 or 3. The one where he's green. This one's from season 1, I believe. And lastly but not least, here we have is Jonah Hex, which is gonna be the build-up figure of this wave. Yes, each one of them are gonna have pieces of Jonah Hex. At first I thought Jonah Hex was by himself, but no, it is a build-up figure wave, so that's interesting. So, and just to end it off with a teaser, here we have is a teaser for Superman July 11, 2025. So July 11 is when Mcfarlane is going to release or reveal these figures for this upcoming Superman movie. And yeah, that's pretty much it.